Hello, everyone, and good morning to you. I welcome you to yet another video tutorial on the US oil. And in this video, I will be taking you through what is really happening in the market right now and what is going to be my expectation on trading the US oil for next week. So this is going to be a follow-up detail to my previous analysis on this pair where we were able to take close to about 1,000 pips on this pair. So how did last week started? We had a scenario here where price started at around the $81 area last week, and that was as a result of this bullish gap that we had here, and price was caught within a consolidation phase right between the $81 area and the $82 level before we witnessed the outright breakout of the structure, we followed by a retest of structure to give us a confirmation to join the rally to the upside. So I actually left this trade around the $91 area with about 930 pips thereabout. I will be dropping the link to the previous analysis where the commentaries on how we took advantage of this trade through the week till Friday is in the comment section of this video. So let's dive into the chart and let's see what our expectation is going to be like for the new week. So in order to do that, we'll be scaling up to the daily time frame. So we are going to be looking at what structure we have here on the daily time frame. If you remember vividly how I explained how this the structure we have here on the daily time frame has been on a very strong bullish momentum after connecting the series of higher lows here to give us that resultant bullish trend line. The green trend line on your screen is that bullish trend line we were able to identify last week. And if we zoom into the structure between the month of June and the present moment, we can see that we have this bearish trend line here after connecting the series of lower highs, which brought price collapsing right back into the bullish trend line. So with the activities of last week, it shows that the breakdown of that bullish trend line here is likely going to be called a false breakdown, as we saw our price climbed right back above that bullish trend line, leading into the breakout of that key level we identified last week at around the $85, $86 area. And if we look at the breakout of the structure, it also shares a confluence with that bearish trend line here. So let me zoom in so that we can see what I'm talking about very clearly. So we have the bearish trend line. We have the key level at $86 area. You can see why I have identified the key level here. We can see how that level has been a major determinant of price action. We saw the bullish potential from the month of August. Then the middle of August, we saw bullish expectations from this area. And then we cited the breakdown of the structure during the early days of September, though price came back but was met with stiff resistance pushing price right to the downside. And last week, we saw the breakout of the $86 level, which also shares a confluence with that bearish trend line to give us a clue of the strength of the buyers at this point. And from a technical standpoint, hold on a second. From a technical standpoint, whenever we cite a breakout of a structure like this, we have the bearish trend line broken. We had a key level at its $6 level broken to the upside. We expect that one point in time price is likely going to come back and do a retest of that structure, which is the key level or probably the bullish trend line here, in such a way that we will be having structures that will be supporting a trend continuation to the upside. However, the current structure with the last candle here on Friday, we can see we had a bullish candle here. So we don't really have anything to hold on to that will be suggesting a retracement back into that key level before that move that will be pushing price to the upside. So one thing I did here was to look at a structure around the $95.50 area, $96 area as another key level which I want to be using for next week. And the reason why I have this level here, you can see how this level has been a major determinant of price action since the month of July. We saw how buyers gathered here in the month of July to make attempts to buy the US oil, but it was met with stiff resistance from the sellers as we saw an outright breakdown of that structure. And since then, price has always come back into the $96 area. And you can see anytime, every time price comes into this area, we see selling opportunity. We see stiff resistance from the sellers to push price to the downside. Now, with this information we have here, we need to look at how price is going to be relating to this area going into the new week. So there are two possibilities I'm looking forward to here. The first scenario is there is a likelihood that price might come into this level, and then we could be seeing multiple rejection of this area, probably evolve into a reversal pattern that will be sending price go to the downside, or probably coming back into the key level here before that bullish move to the upside happens. Then the other scenario is the possibility that we could be having a breakout of the structure, after which a retest of that area will be giving us the leverage to join the rally to the upside. So these are the two scenarios I'm looking forward to going into the new week. And one thing I'll be doing here is to pause the video here. And I will say that it's important that we remain very, very patient on the US oil as we want to see how price is going to relate with this current structure here. Most importantly, this $96 area. If that happens, that we see multiple rejection, then we will be looking forward to um, joining the possible retracement back into the key level here before we will be looking forward to that bullish move. So let's see how this plays out. But rest assured that during the early hours of the new week, I will definitely jump into the comment section here to drop my updates or my plans after monitoring how participants in this market relate to the current structure. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on the US oil for this week. And if it does, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Darksherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the comment section on Monday. Happy weekend to you, and bye bye.